Everybody says the worst part of surgery is the bad jokes, so let me demonstrate that. Did you hear about the two peanuts walking home from the game? The first one, a dry roasted, made it home safely. The second one was assaulted. When the police got to the stadium to investigate what had happened to the peanuts, they also found out that someone had stolen the toilet seats. They immediately knew they had nothing to go on. Now that's Shammy's least favorite jokes of all time. A zero ring, please. I'm going to put a cover over this left eye. And the only joke that I have that's even remotely funny is a man walked into a psychiatrist's office wearing nothing but saran wrap for underwear. Psychiatrist said to the man, "I can clearly see your nuts." Now we're just letting Shammy get everything ready and test everything, and we've already double-checked the numbers that we're going to be shooting, and that's all been programmed into the laser here. And you're going to do great. Your job is just to hold still and watch the flashing light. And you can go ahead and open your eyes now, and I'm going to add some extra numbing drops. There you go. And close. Wipe all that off for you. Now, open both your eyes as wide as you can. You'll like me a lot better if you keep both of your eyes open. If at any point you have discomfort only comes about if you're fighting and squeezing. And you're doing just perfectly, Carrie. You couldn't be better at all. That's your target. A little more light there. That's perfect. Good. Now we're going to measure the thickness of your cornea. You're doing beautifully. Keep holding still the way you are.
630.
Perfect. And now we're going to put some orientation marks so we can put it all back together. And now you're going to feel a very odd pressure feeling that Blake told you about. And on, please, and you tell me when things get dark and you lose the light. It's getting pretty dark there for you?
Yeah.
You felt some drops there?
Yeah.
And you hear a funny buzzing sound?
Yeah.
And Shammy's going to hold your eyelids out of the way. That's great. Perfect. Off. Perfect. Good. And the flap looks perfect. Good. And you keep looking right at the center of that flashing light. Don't look anyplace else at all.
483.
Good. You're doing beautifully. Everything's going very, very well.
And 21 seconds.
All right, Carrie, your job now is to hold real still, look at the flashing light, don't look any place else at all. Now, you funny noises and funny smells from the laser. You're doing beautifully. That's it. Excellent. Perfect. Wonderful. That's it. Doing beautifully. Couldn't be better. Almost finished. Doing great. That's it. Excellent. Perfect. Wonderful. That's it. Great job. Good for you. Now we're going to wash things up. And you did absolutely perfectly. You couldn't be better at all. The funny feeling you feel is chamois drying on the side. I want to make sure this is all nice and clean before we put it back together. You feel a little pressure as it all goes back together, and you did beautifully. And I did tell you I didn't stop talking, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't, do I? Now I'm just going to make sure it all sticks down in place, and you did beautifully. And last step is just to make sure that this flap doesn't move, and you did great. And let's see. Did you hear about the two Eskimos riding in their kayak when they got cold? They decided to light a fire, and the fire burnt a hole in the bottom of the kayak, which just goes to prove you can't have your kayak and heat it too. Yeah. I'm not paid for my jokes. I'm paid for doing a perfect job with your surgery. Now you got 3 drops. And guess what? The right eye is all finished. That wasn't so bad, was it?
No.
The hardest part is getting ready for this, isn't it? Close. You did beautifully. Okay, now the cover comes off the right eye, goes over the left eye. Shammy's going to add some extra numbing drops. Close. I like to say that the surgery's free. It's the numbing drops we charge for. Open big. Open, much easier if you keep your right eye open too. You're being an absolutely perfect patient. Open real big. That's great. And this is why when your husband offered me a cup of espresso this morning, I turned it down. No coffee on surgical mornings.
624.
Good. That's the measurement of the thickness of your cornea, nice and thick. Put some marks so we put it all back together nicely. Now you're going to feel lots of pressure here. You're doing very well. On, please. And let me know when things get dark and you lose the light. It's getting pretty dark.
Yeah.
And Shammy's going to hold your eyelids out of the way. That's kind of a strange feeling, and you'll hear the funny buzzing sound. Off. And you did great. Flap looks perfect. Measure the thickness of that flap.
481.
Good.
17 seconds.
You're just being an awesome patient. You could not be any better at all. Okay. Funny noises and funny smells. That's it. Excellent. Perfect. Wonderful. That's it. Great job. Couldn't do better. Doing beautifully. That's it. Excellent. Perfect. Wonderful. That's it. Great job. Now we're going to wash things up. Make sure it's all nice and clean. Just absolutely pristine. Perfect. And once again, Shammy, you did a perfect job. And let's see. I can't think of any Christmas jokes. Let's see. How about a Halloween joke? Why didn't the skeleton cross the road?
Why?
No guts.
I like that one.
And one of my son's favorite jokes is, how did the dead monkey get across the road? He was stapled to the back of a chicken.
Oh.
That's a joke from a 9-year-old. And that's pretty much the level of jokes we tell in this OR.
How come the witch couldn't have babies?
Why not? Oh, because warlocks have crystal balls and Halloweenies.
Yeah. Oh. See, and you know all the bad jokes.
So I do know all the bad jokes. Close your eyes. There you go. Pretty easy. Welcome to a new world. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Remember, go home, go to sleep.
Okay,
Okay.
I will.
We'll see you tomorrow morning.
All right.
Enjoy your new world.
I will. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Sure thing.
Thank you.
Bye. Blake, take her home.
All right, so it's just a few days after my surgery and I'm already back in the studio, right back to work. You know, it's amazing. I can actually see the teleprompter for the very first time ever. And the surgery itself was so easy. It was quick. It was painless. Truly, the worst part were Dr. Golden's bad jokes. But in all seriousness, I want to thank Dr. Golden, Dr. McNeilis, all the staff at Doctors for Visual Freedom for giving me back my visual freedom. It's truly priceless, and I recommend it to everybody. Thanks.